the two that there is, it's just, I don't know, like there's such a risk with either of them, but they've each said things in debates and on Twitter and everything like that has been very, not blown out of proportion because a lot of opinions, and it'd be almost retarded of me to like say who I vote for. It would just start like a huge issue. So, Buggy for president. Exactly, guys. I'm voting for Buggy. If you don't follow me on Twitter, we aren't going to do the name reveal in the next week, the next 2 weeks, the next 3 weeks, maybe a month. I can't tell you a month because we really don't know a name. We had 3, narrowed it down to 2, went a certain amount of time, obviously, not like 6 months, not even 3. But I think people need to do their own stuff. Like, honestly, so it's like, do you really hate me though? One more update before Daily Bumps can do it. Ellie and Jared can do it. Karen and Qua can do it. Learn from them. And it's like, honestly, our videos are so much different than theirs. Yes. 1, we daily vlog. That's a similarity. 2, we're family daily vlogs. That's a similarity. There's a lot of different things to go into editing. And if you don't like our editing schedule, by all means, like some people are like, sorry, I'm getting frustrated. It's because I see these comments and they're like, somebody tweeted me today. And if you're watching, is not the only income we receive. There's a lot of things that go into what you make money-wise when it comes to YouTube. And if YouTube stopped paying us today, we could seriously live for like 2 to 3 years without a job. One, even because I get frustrated. Like, it's hard for me because I don't edit, so I don't really have a place to tell Oscar, like, hurry, hurry. But I see him edit for 8 hours a day. I see him miss out on things because he edits. And I see people who have no idea what it's like to edit them, but you can't, like, it just gives them exactly what you want. Like, all those people that say those things on Twitter or YouTube usually want a response out of you or attention from you. And the people that I have, I'm guessing it's a state, I'd love to go anywhere. So, I love you so much. Thank you. I love you too. Mini pregnancy update. So, I'm actually going to film a video, hopefully tomorrow, a pregnancy update. And you guys know, 1,000 more. Like, it's always been a priority for us to meet you guys because you guys are the ones who make this whole YouTube thing happen for us and like make it us where we are and stuff like that. So, thanks. Everyone says Alabama. Wow, a lot of you are from Alabama. Sorry, I was checking the TV. Not that we're gonna. Then Oscar's like last minute shopping for my birthday. You guys know that's how Oscar works. Literally, he calls me. He's like, everything's closed, and I'm like, I told you that was gonna happen. Christmas tree, and just like maybe go to the park for a picnic. Like, I want to like spend time as a family because a lot of our days, which I'm not complaining, I love our days and I love that we get to spend time together, but a lot of our days are very much like me and Buggy. Personally, I don't want to. Oscar probably doesn't care. I'm not going to. If she's older and she wants to, that's completely fine and we can do it, but who knows, maybe she would hate that and I do it. I don't know. I don't want to do that. But Oscar likes to edit. Hold on, I have to charge the laptop. Oscar likes to edit the daily vlogs just because his favorite part is the editing. Hence why a lot of our videos have a lot of editing. And a lot of people ask, like, oh, why don't I want to create something that I want to look back on myself? Which I guess is kind of true. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm struggling. Hold on. The charger key, actually, I talk so much with my hands. Almost done with it. We need to get 2, what do you call those, like foam things for the sound on the sides. We already got something for the back to help with the echoing. I talked about this actually, maybe once or twice, but not that I remember. Let me turn my camera off. It's just recording, nothing. I am going to be breastfeeding. My goal, like, it is so hard. So for moms that did it for a day, props to you because it's literally the hardest thing I've ever done as a mom and one of the hardest things I've done as like a human being living on this planet. Checkup, like a normal 1-year checkup. But we were in LA when Levi turned 1, so his appointment was yesterday. We go to this appointment. As you guys know, I changed his doctor in Montana because of a rude nurse.
Wait,
What's your son's last name? Did you change his last name? I was like, no, it's Morales. And she's like, well, it's here is like Morales or something. Like Morales spelled wrong. And I was like, then the lady just spelled it wrong. Like I didn't change his last name. The camera was not out at this point. So if she's, I know some people were like, well, it's kind of awkward being on camera. I completely agree with you. I feel awkward when Oscar puts them on camera. But the camera wasn't out yet. The camera didn't exist yet. So, like, there's like, no way she'll be fine. And then she gives him the shots. And as she's giving him the shots, Oscar's like, oh, I hate this. Like, he stayed in the room. And she's like, something like sit down and relax or on his tongue that you could see. It'd be impossible for him to choke on this. And she grabs him out of my hand, sits him up and says, he still has a cracker in his mouth. And as a mom, I'm thinking, first of all, don't effing touch my child like that. That's weird. You're not his mom. I hardly know you. Like, obviously, she's not his doctor. So his doctor's fine with him, and that's why I'm staying. But the amount of times I wanted to sock this lady right in the freaking mouth is so many times. I could never do what they do. But I'm just saying, to that nurse, she's a bitch. That nurse is a bitch. I'm not saying all nurses are. Of course not. Like, you can't generalize everybody like that. She has a stalker basically, and it's just really sad. And I think it's even more sad that people can sit there and say that it's a lie because I don't know. I know one of the biggest things people are saying is like, oh, it's about. I feel like I don't know how to show my appreciation for every single person. There's no way I could do a P.O. box unboxing for every single time we pick stuff up. It would be every single video that I uploaded. I'd be filming like every day. But I just, on these gifts, it's like, oh no, like I want to just like send you a check with how much it costed. You know what I mean? Like it means so much to us, but we feel like we don't, like when the kids were newborns, we talked every 5 minutes. And now we talk like every few days. Like it's not as much just because we're like busy in our lives, you know? But I still love crafty things on the P.O. box has made me want to get crafty. So I don't know. I've been like trying a few things here and there. And I think eventually there will be a few DIY things on my channel. Not like right now because I'm still working on my skills. There is some birth controls that I haven't. I think there's one. For one, I would never get like I think it's called like an IUD. I don't know, the inserted one. I'd never get the patch. I'd never get the shot. And I've tried a few different to go into the emergency room. And the other girl got an infection. So maybe they're more advanced now. But at the time that I knew about them, they weren't like super advanced. Maybe I'm thinking about that ring thing. I don't know. Well, she wasn't. Some people love like this girl and her dad came up and the dad was like, "Are you who we think you are?" And I was like, who do you think we are? Like, I don't know, you know what I mean? But I was just as awkward as she was. So totally say hi. It's very much a mental thing. Like how you feel about it is very like mental. With Levi, I felt very depressed. I felt like very negative, and I really think it had a lot to do with my like mental like state of mind, I guess you could say. That like ruin it, then it won't ruin it. Periods, there's a lot of pros. I mean, there's a lot of cons. Hardly any pros. How do you handle body image issues after pregnancy? So I'm like relatively a smaller person, I guess you could say. Like I'm 5'2". Who wants? Did somebody not normal, but it is a little bit more than you want to gain in a pregnancy. And I kind of thought like, oh, I'm just gonna lose it because I'm 18 years old and I'm small and I'll lose it. Well, that was really ignorant of me because I still felt comfortable with myself, and I think that's the thing. No matter the number, like screw the effing number on the scale. Like who gives a shit about that number? Do you feel comfortable with yourself? Whether you are 110 pounds or 210 pounds, do you feel comfortable down with yourself? That's what it felt like. This time I've gained weight at a much more steady pace, and I've gained like less weight, which again, what are you comfortable with and what's healthy is all that matters. I feel comfortable with where I'm at. I don't know. But I don't know. I feel like I've done better this pregnancy, which makes me proud of myself. And I think that's what's important is like feeling good about yourself and like feeling But I don't know. I feel like I've done better this pregnancy, which makes me proud of myself. And I think that's what's important is like feeling good about yourself and like feeling. But I don't know. I feel like I've done better this pregnancy, which makes me proud of myself. And I think that's what's important is like feeling good about yourself and like has always had a social media and always been inactive on it. So he has always had a Snapchat, Instagram, never a Twitter, and would never get a Twitter. But like those, but he just doesn't. I don't know. He's even before YouTube, he just isn't like stuff like that because he gets to meet you guys. But he thinks like ranting on Twitter is really stupid, and he thinks it's just a place for people to complain. So he'll never get Twitter. We do have a Facebook page that we use for like sharing videos on it. But he definitely doesn't like. I post like one or two times a day, and he posts once a month on Instagram. Reason, like I don't know why. I literally woke up and I was just like, oh, Oscar, don't talk to me. Like I didn't say that, but I threw a lot of attitude. I just felt really angry. I slept a perfect amount of hours. Like everything was fine. So I'm not really sure why.
Why does it look so funny? That's weird. But I would definitely say, this camera. I would definitely say in this last week or so, I've grown like the most in the belly weight, like in my